quite well. Especially with Morgana. Morgana's farm is a little bit below Oriana. They are getting out farmed. She does have 2 kills over though. And is not able to very quickly get out Sonya's Hourglass. That will happen late game and she will stack very well. We'll see how quick that happens. Bio sort of whereas our Vayne over on Legit has finished off her Phantom Dancer. She's got amazing attack speed. She has phenomenal damage early game. Look at that, a Warden's Mail and a Ninja Tabi on Darius, and she still destroyed him. I mean, she did take a lot of damage and a lot of hits from that, but she still destroyed him, and that is a lot of damage. That true damage really makes the difference for a scaling Vayne. Oh yeah, and it does look like they are going to force a Baron fight. 5v5, actually a 5v4 with Darius going in there. Kevin CZ focusing on it into stealth, is probably going to try and jump in and get the Ignite. He does! He lands it! Sorry, not the Ignite, oh god, what do I call it? No, I keep forgetting it. The Smite, and actually he's getting caught all over here. Jagattack's ult went off and managed to dodge. Just barely, oh sorry, Raw's ult went off and just barely managed to stun Jagattack. Dope goes down as well. It does look like this is split up between both teams, really. They nearly killed D-Mouse as well, but wow, Raw's not going to move in on that. I couldn't really follow that fight. It was crazy. NZ Stealth, I think, could solo St. Blythe, but Oriana's here to help him. With his monkey size, he might be able to get away. Volv, meanwhile, on top has been backdooring amazingly. That was, just keep a note of that. That was a 4v5 in favor to Legit, and VGR still dealt with it really well, and they managed to get that backdoor turret. Sitting at 8-7 in favor to VGR, and they do have 2 turrets up on Legit as well. Not too much of a gold advantage. It is enough of a gold advantage to make a difference, but it isn't a massive one. They can always come back. I've got to say, St. Blythe really does love his ward items. He's grabbed another Ruby Sidestone. And again, we do see 2 Cage's picks on the supports. Cage's pick, really popular on all the supports today. And I'm sure it will continue to happen. Raw is scaling really well, but she focused on getting out a Deathfire Grasp as opposed to she feels just really confident with that 3-0. She's not getting out Sonya's Hourglass first. Focus on getting out a Banshees. Not Banshees. What am I talking about? Deathfire Grasp. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's happening. Vayne finished her Bloodthirster as well. I think if Legit protects Vayne, that is it. But VGR knows very well. I have seen them go up against a Vayne and they know to focus Vayne hard out. Once they do that, they're usually fine. Especially if Dope can jump in the middle and get his silence off with his ult. And they manage to focus Vayne, I think they can take away team fights. And that's one thing they're really good at. And they've got Morgana for safety as well. Easy stuff. Yeah. Instant Stealth and Volv are going to start getting really tanky. But their ADC Rice Cakes, I think it's having a little bit of trouble this game in 2-2. With a little bit of farm behind. Volv is forced to try and fight D-Mouse, and he is going to be able to get this kill. No, D-Mouse actually got it through red buff. Didn't need to attack her again. Raw going in for another ultimate on Varaxel and does finish him off. That Oriana did have a lot of early aggression on Morgana, but Morgana was able to scale so well, and Raw is very experienced on Morgana. Another kill going to VGR. And D-Mouse managed to actually grab Rice Cakes in the meantime. So it is 10-9. Stands to VGR. And the gold advantage just 2k up for VGR. The gold advantage, the gold gap is closing. And Legit now, actually, VGR do have a lot of control over Legit's lanes. Legit are just grouped up and ready to take on this inner turret. This inner outer turret. Dope, if you land a grab, that's going to be a kill for Volv. Here we go, he is starting to get the damage off on him, and he's going to die pretty soon. Down he goes. Bam! Free kill for Volv, but the turret did get grabbed by D-Mouse. She has got 2 people to deal with. Oh, she is forced to flash out of there. I'm quite surprised. I thought she was going to try and face Volv, trying to get down Volv, and then focus on trying to get down Dope, and trying to focus down Volv afterwards. She does have so much control against Volv. Volv's just sitting there laughing. Okay. Take that damage then, take that true damage. No seriousness coming out from VGR today. Can we see any second level boots? No, no second level boots favored this game. It is 22 minutes in. Usually I think it's 7 level boots at 30 minutes is the standard right now. Nope, nope, Ninja Tabi, that's the normal one. Sorry, third level boots. I mean third level. I think I said several. I mean third level. The upgraded upgrade. Meh. Yeah, I still can't call this game, but VGR doing great to backdoor legit. And that's something legit was strong at in the last tournament. VGR is just destroying it now. I am very confused as to why this is happening to legit. I am attributing it to Season 3, obviously, because legit just did so well against VGR that first time. But I think VGR have skilled up and they've trained so hard for this. They are really picking up as a team. Graves has finished off his BT as well, but he is still quite far behind Vayne. Oh, we are seeing an initiate going on Kevin CC. The grab goes off, and they are able to burst her down with another dunk available. Here we go. The dunk wasn't even needed by Volv. Will the stun go? Oh, Bull Jack Attack might actually ult in here, get a couple of kills. He does get the first one. Rise Case is going to be focused. Down he goes. Legit is having an amazing team fight here. Well, barely team fight. 4v4 going in, and there is another kill for Vayne. They could snowball out of this. They do have the ability. They do have the time and the ability to grab Baron here if they want to, and that could easily give them this late game. They are up in farm, just barely 2k away from going out to VGR. All VGR has on them right now is backdooring, and if Gmouse can just sit there and focus on that. Oh no, they are forced to go out of Baron. Instead, Stealth and Raw are actually giving them away from Baron. They needed that Baron to come back in the game. They just gave it away. If they back out now, I'm pretty sure VGI has the opportunity to take map control of that side. And they could potentially force a fight at Baron. Instead, Stealth focusing on getting another dragon for them, even more increasing the gold. You see, if legit right there had focused on getting the dragon as opposed to Baron, they would have had something. They would have got something out of it. And if they actually went down there, Raw was... Ouch. Raw was separated from NZ Stealth entirely, and they may have even been able to grab her kill, but they do not pick up on that opportunity. They are forced away from Baron and out of the game again. Just look at it, man. No, we never. Yeah. These shares. Trying to kill me. Here we go. We now see a needlessly large rod from Raw. Raw is 4-0. I'm pretty sure if he gets confident with Morgana, he usually goes for Death Cap first and then focuses on Hourglass. But I think with the stakes as high as they are now, I'm pretty sure he's going to focus on getting Azonia's out pretty quickly. But we did see Volv sitting there laughing, so I don't know what VGR are planning now. They are very confident in their state at this point in the game. I think they've got to worry about Vayne though, I really do. And Oriana's ult can really control those team fights if she needs to. Shirelius is out for VGR first. Legit hasn't even, Sam Blythe hasn't even finished off his Kindle gem. Yeah, I just pointed out from Keith. I'm sorry, Kier, that Morgana and Nunu are having a flawless game at the moment. If they continue to win, they will get a flawless victory. I've had so many flawless victories on Morgana. She's just too good. This is just too good. Okay, so it does look like St. Blythe is again focusing on the AoE support that he gets out with the Aegis of the Legion and with the Bulwark. Second item that comes out, that Aegis of the Legion now gets far more powerful with that Bulwark. Far more powerful as a team combo item, but he actually used his Ruby Crystal for that and didn't get out his Kindle gem, so he won't be using his Shirelli. He won't be getting out of Shirelius anytime soon. I think Vayne right now having her Last Whisper out, and I'm pretty sure her stacks are full Yeah, they are 30 stacks on the Bloodthirster now, by the way, guys, not 40, so she is at full stacks on Bloodthirster. I think she's trying to get a Guardian Angel. We may see the first Guardian Angel of this championship series. Do note that Jack Attack is being super aggressive, as I predicted just before. I thought he was trying to mirror Darius, but just a little bit into the mid game, a little bit away from that early game, he started building up onto his late item, onto that brutalizer, and he has finished up with the Black Cleaver. Oriana's not too far away from picking herself up a Rabadon Death Cap as well. Gmail's coming in and focusing Rice Cakes. They are going to be able to get the first kill of this team fight, and Oriana's able to displace them. Legit are now rolling through VGR. Despite the hourglass going down, Morgana did get taken down without grabbing a kill. It is 3-0 in that exchange. Legit could go and grab Baron, but they're using this advantage to push into the mid lane. They may even be able to grab an inhibitor. If they do that, they can come back in this game very easily. They're sitting 12-15 in favor to Legit. They are coming back very strong, and I think this having this Vayne troll around on VGR is working for them perfectly right now. Wolf is now coming in and trying to AoE them down, but he is taking so much damage. I think Instant Stealth is going to be the next target. He is away. It's going to be a kill for Wukong. I think she's got this. She's got another kill. Here's Vayne, another kill. She can easily focus Dope. Dope is not able to get enough damage on her. Oh, the Ignite is down on T-Mouse. She does get shielded away from it, and she is going to survive. That will be forced out after this turret goes down. Will Raw be able to land a bind on him? No, she doesn't go for it. Her bind is actually still down. Legit are doing amazing to come back in this fight. I don't know how this is going to end up for them, but Dope is looking to try and get a grab on Jack Attack. Jack Attack again, jump on Dope, and he might actually get the opportunity. Oh, the grab is trying to go down, and he does actually get the initial burst down. Raw is not there to help him out. That is 19-13. Legit are now rolling through. The gold advantage isn't massive, but that kill advantage is, and the map control that Legit have now is intensely big. I don't even know what that means, intensely big, but VGR are coming back, so they're not going to capture that map for too long, but they are way back into this fight, especially with T-Mouse. VGR are jumping at Legit one at a time. That's what I'm seeing right now. They're weird. They're like, oh yeah, we got a team fights. Let's just go in alone. They might just be trolling this game to give it another game so that we can cast this, which is great fun. Double Black Cleaver on Jack Attack. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe that's because it's a passive. It is no longer a unique passive for Black Cleaver. He has just duo back Black Cleaver. You know, in season 2 we saw a lot of double Bloodthirsters. Now we're seeing a crap load of double Black Cleavers. That's kind of cool. I'm interested in this now. Actually invested. Is it a unique passive? No, the Bloodthirster can still be stacked. But that is interesting. It does look like that Cheeky Monkey is going to be destroying everything. Yes, Cheeky Monkey, Reno Fox. These hooks are making your day, Focal. The hooks are pretty damn good, but not enough. Oh, Raw going in there with his ult. Isn't going to get killed as he goes down, though, but he doesn't get his ult on anyone. He is the first to go down. Dope follows very quickly. Looks like Legit is not even going to lose a single member from this as they tanked up insanely. That was their strategy this game, to tank the crap up. And they are going to wipe through this game now. I think they're going to finish it. I think they're able to finish it. 2 left on VGR. Don't think they can defend against this onslaught. Vayne will be able to destroy these turrets. She does not focus on threat. She focuses on pure damage, and she has a Guardian Angel out as well. She could be fine even taking turrets down. Fine even taking turret damage. Both trying to go in there and get a couple of guns down as well. He is very tanky, but not tanky enough against Vayne. She does get that true damage off, and now he is away. They are going to focus down these initial turrets, sharing that turret damage like a team. Here is the team play coming back for Legit, and they take it down. There we go. It is 1-2 in favor of VGR, but Legit has come back. We are going to move on to a 4th game and a game analysis afterwards. Cheers for tuning in on this, guys. T-Mouse, finish it off. There you go. That was a hilarious little voice. T-Mouse had to flash in to get that last hit on the Nexus. Nick minute VGR rush base. What? No, that is it. It is now 1-2. Legit have managed to come back from this. I'm just going to quickly switch this up for you guys while this happens. Sorry, just a moment, guys. There we go. Now I am getting excited. At the beginning, I was like, oh no, is this going to be a dunk? This better not be a dunk. Oh, whoops. Those guys have got two. What am I talking about? But that was insane. Let me just call up my panel of analyzers. We can talk a little bit about this, and then we will move into Game 4. Oh god, this is a really, really good season that we're coming into, that we're ending right now. Go back to the home screen and put legit up 1 point. Let's do this. I'm just going to create that room and get into my panel. Here we go. These guys instantly pick him up. Come on. What's up, Ian?
Hello.
Hey, and sup, Kier. Thanks for joining me again. I know you're right next to me, but hey. That's happening.
Yeah,
and Kyle on here as well. Sup, Cage.
Hello, hello.
Okay, take it away, guys. What the hell is going on in this? Oh, Cage, whoa! Static, Cage.
Is it me?
Massive static. Okay, there we go, it's gone.
God damn it.
I don't know what happened there. It's gone now. Okay, take it away, guys.
Well, that hurt like hell.
I apologize.
Yeah, I thought that was just exactly what, not exactly, but that was just what Legit needed to do to come back into the game. Just really outplay them, do something really different, and just really take back the lead. They struggled for a little bit, but I think that's the kind of thing they need to do. But we'll see how VGR responds to that in the next game.
Yeah, Legit really struggled probably up to the 23rd minute and sort of started to turn it around. About 25-minute mark, they decided to ward their own jungle because VGR has fantastic jungling ability. So they sort of denied them that by knowing where they were if they ever came to the top. And of course, Vayne, really well farmed and fed. Was able to just put out that massive damage from the items that she collected, and of course by the 27-minute mark, Legit had turned it around and just really started rolling, like snowballing. VGR really sort of decided that they would love to go in for single dives, which is an interesting tactic that doesn't usually work. But yeah, really like how Legit sort of looked at their games and said, you know, fuck, we've made a few mistakes here. Let's try something a bit different. And looks like they actually learned from their first 2 games that they lost, and that's fantastic to see that they're able to do that and come back after 2 losses, which is really hard, really demoralising to actually have to go through that, and to come back again is really uplifting. Hopefully they don't squander it and they are able to carry it forward to the next game, and we might even get a 5th game out of this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Pretty good performance on the back of 2 losses, to be honest. Most teams would be quite demoralized by losing twice to the same team. The 2v1 worked out really, really well for Legit, because a Vayne that stays even or above or just even in farm is winning, and the Vayne almost doubled Grave CS. So yeah, it was really good for them, and also their team comp kind of started working out at the end with the whole Orianna Wukong wombo combo.
Yeah, going for that Wukong in the lane swap is really powerful because he has so many escapes, and he knew he had to deal with a duo lane, so he was really ready for that, and I'm proud that they managed to pull that off. Just barely though, they did have a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I mean they lost a bit of dragon control, but in the end the Vayne farm was much more valuable. Yeah, I think I don't know if VGR were kind of like trying new things, but I'm curious what the reasoning was on Deathfire before Hourglass.
I'm pretty sure they're just really confident now. They're like, I don't care. That's what they tend to do.
Confidence
was
is different.
doing well.
Yeah, but confidence is different to something else.
And as soon as Morgana died, of course,
yeah, she did die a few times. Like she was 4-0 and she bought Deathfire, and then she kind of went into ult and just got destroyed.
Yeah, I'm totally putting Dope's play up on YouTube, the one where Morgana was like, I'm going to flash over this wall, ult you and deal a ton of damage, and then, hey, Dope's going to come along and be like, no! I'm going to try and save you! No, he's going to die! No!
Then there was another one, there was another pull at at the base tower, where Vayne had two auto attacks onto Graves, and Graves got away, and then Dope pulled Vayne in for the 3rd one, which actually killed Graves. And I was just like, oh dear, what have you done? But
what I saw, which was quite... Well, sorry, go on.
oh, I was just going to say that when when Rice Cakes got caught at the legit base tower is really what just snowballed, because it would be, someone else got caught as well with him. I forget who, maybe Udia, but it forced a 5v3 on the tower, which opened up the inhib, which snowballed the top lane into pushing, and then they took bot tower as well, and just kind of snowballed the game from there.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because they were on second pick for last game, and they managed to make that a win. I'm talking about legit. And now that they're on first pick, they may be able to take away a second game, considering that they have the power to get what they want early. But yeah, I'm not sure if that'll work out for them, but they do have that advantage. Blue is generally the advantage side, isn't it?
Well, I'm pretty sure they got the picks they wanted on.
Well, yeah, they got the picks they wanted
VGR.
last game, but they were unexpected picks. That's why they got them. They sort of had that set up and in place.
I wouldn't say unexpected. Like Darius, you saw how well Wolf.
Oh no,
played
I
in
mean
the first game.
legit. I mean legit.
Oh right,
Yeah.
yeah.
They weren't cohesive, the initial picks.
Yeah.
Didn't really work well together. What I was saying before from Dope with Blitzcrank was excellent sort of grab control. He just sort of knew where someone would be. He was just a bit off a couple of times, and he just almost pulled back a champ. I can't remember who it was to bring him back, but they just got it out. But he did it straight through the trees, and it was right where he was about a second before, and that was awesome. And Raw with Morgana was able to sort of. Oriana's got fantastic zoning, and Raw sort of used line of sight tactics, so he would just sort of jump just out of line of sight and then quickly come back in, like hiding behind the rocks on the side there or the bush, to come in and actually try and negate Oriana's range and sort of know where Oriana had a difficult time at points knowing where Morgana was, because always changing up where he would come from. Raw was.
Yeah, Raw definitely played the mid lane very well. You actually saw him kill Veraxel once or twice, I think.
Yep.
Like a solo kill, just purely because he would walk into the side bush and then throw a binding, and those things are difficult to dodge without a ward.
Oh, heck yeah.
And once he landed that, it was just a case of walking up and ulting him, and then while the pull and the auto attacks would kind of do the rest. But yeah, the Vayne being like, because they had so many damage threats on legit with the Wukong and Oriana, they had to kind of deal with them before they could deal with Vayne, and that allowed Vayne to just kind of destroy everyone. Like, no one could really, like, you saw Wolf a couple times try and walk at Vayne, and he just either condemned away, or Vayne would tumble, and then Wolf would have to go on someone else who's doing like damage to him as well, or he'd just die for nothing.
Yeah, I think at one point Vayne was so powerful that his attack actually came through the computer screen and hit Wolf in the face, because Wolf was like, where the hell has he gone?
And it was just, I think it was a well thought out team comp that kind of started out ambiguously, so there was no real indication of what they were doing, which is always good.
I think this time both teams had a really good composition, which obviously you could see because it was only 2,000-3,000 gold difference the whole time, and even the death was only 1-2 death difference. It wasn't until then where VGR sort of fell apart a bit because of some of the odd tactics they were deciding to use.
Yeah,
not picking their battles,
The gold really was even throughout the game, like,
which is good to see.
Wolf had like much better objective control with, like, I think they had 2 or 3 dragons on them and a couple towers, but the Vayne's farm was kind of keeping them in the game, because she just destroyed Graves' CS. So
Yeah.
Definitely VGR have fantastic ability to get that dragon all the time. They really focus on that, easy 300 gold, or how much is it? 300.
190 per person.
190, and so they're constantly getting that, like 3-4 times a game they get a dragon, and that can really boost your team. So if you're not so high on those team kills, at least you get the dragon, which is more or less a player kill.
It equates to about 2 kills, I think, with a couple assists.
Yep.
But yeah, as I said, like with the 2v1 bottom, it kind of did make it a little bit easier for Wolf to contest those dragons, with 4 people being able to be down there instead of the 3.
From, VGR actually move as a unit most of the time, where you see legit tend to spread out and not so much have those big mass battles. They're not really wanting to have. They want to sort of stay away and sort of poke and harass.
That's how Jack Attack does like to play. He prefers split pushing to actual fighting. Which is a good strategy because the way to win games is killing the base, not killing the champions. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you definitely saw that because Vayne got some free tower kills, then a couple of other champs as well up top got free tower kills because VGR was just focused on the champions in the middle, and you see these like other little champions off on the yonder actually getting those tower kills uncontested, and no one was even noticing it, which I found interesting. You know, sort of that mini map, keeping an eye on it when you're in the thick of it can be quite hard, which is always good to sort of tie up those other like more champions than actually you have there to allow that to happen, to get that sneaky tower kill.
I definitely, that's one of the funniest things with these two teams is that they both have two starkly different play styles and tactics. And I think right now, on the online championships where they played and legit took away VGR 2-1, they won that through backdooring. They won that through that mindset of being able to backdoor and kill the base and not having to team fight much. And VGR have seen that, and they are focused on team fights, but now they're trying to place their team fights, and they do have a bit more control. You see them doing a lot more warding in this game, and it's just an interesting contrast of tactics.
I love how they both had the same plan at the start. Let's go get the other red as a team, and it just like I think VGR was like, oh, I bet they're doing the same to us, so they go down to back to their one, and then they're like, oh, where are they? And then they just got nailed. And I was like, legit's got it at that point. But then they legit didn't capitalise, and VGR came back, and I was like, oh, okay, well, VGR really held that one together well.
I think Wolf's level 1 was more based around getting a ward in top lane for Wolf so he could play aggressive on Darius.
Yeah.
Because if you get an early advantage in lane as Darius, it's so hard to come back as the opposing lane. And they just went as 5 in case just in case someone was there, and that would have resulted in a much easier kill rather than just having the support walk up and put a ward in the bush. Kind of unfortunate that they didn't get the 2 kills from the first blood. It was a good flash by Graves to avoid, I forget which skill shot it was, but he avoided something, so it was good.
Yeah, I love that sightstone that I'm seeing heaps of. You know, you definitely see more wards because they're not costing so much, obviously, with the ability from that item.
Yeah,
which is good to see because then support characters can definitely have more chance to get the items that they actually do need, more so than constantly spending money on those wards, which really do stack up in the end. So you're seeing a faster game because those supports are able to actually carry on to the later game and be effective.
Yeah, they're not going to be so squishy anymore because, like you said, the Sidestone provides all the replenishing wards. They don't last as long, and they don't give as much gold. So that way the gold doesn't go back to whoever bought the oracles too much. But it does relieve the pressure of the jungler and the support, which makes them a bit more of an asset to teamfights through the itemization and through the new mastery artificer, reducing the cooldowns on the items. It really does just help them a lot. And teamfights makes them a bit more of a key asset. Letting them use the Shurelias, pop the Randuins a little bit more, and now we're seeing the Twin Shadows coming onto supports.
Oh god, they started without me telling them. I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Ian.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, that was your only chance to talk. But the champion selection did start. They both called ready and just started. So we're gonna jump into this 4th game. Sorry, I'm gonna go back into that, guys. See you later, and cheers. We will catch you guys up after this game.
Sweet.
Sure.
Cheerio.
Again, just to let you guys know, that was Ian Seaton, Kia Evans, and Kyle Cage Dixon. Here helping me analyze the games today. We are jumping into game number 4, and the bans are Caitlyn, Cass, and Singe straight out. Legit getting rid of Cassidon is an interesting move. They're not getting rid of Darius, they're not getting rid of Blitzcrank. And VGR's bans are being very, very standard as they usually do. They instantly got that Singed away. They do not want Jack Attack jump on that Singed. And they got a Mumu as well, like they usually do. And that Caitlyn is banned on Legit, who is now again on the blue side, with VGR on the purple side. If you guys are just joining us here, it is 1 win to Legit and 2 wins to VGR in a best of 5 match. Lee Sin's gonna be that last ban, gonna deny NZ Stealth again. And actually, VGR is going to deny Karthus this time. Lucky there. They do not want Veraxel on Karthus, although I do think he does do a way better Orianna. Early